Hey amazing hackers, I'm TORHAT from HM Cyber Academy. We are going to continue with our incredible web hacking series. Here, you're going to learn hacking or you'll die trying. So let's get started. Alright, we have Natas 8 here, and in this input we have to keep some secret. Okay, we don't know what the secret is, so what we will do is let's view the source code. This is one of the key variation between over-the-wire labs and other labs because they will give the source code directly. Okay, in this Natas lab we have the source code readily available, and here we have all the source code that we need. Okay, this is all the PHP source code. Okay, this is what's happening in the server side. They have given this code so that we can understand this and bypass this. Okay, so in other CTFs we might have to do a lot of guesswork, but we don't have all that guesswork here. We have the source code directly available. Okay, so let's understand this source code. So there is an encoded secret. Okay, there is something we have here, and this encoded secret, yeah, let's skip this function and let's understand the main part of the source code. Okay, so here it checks if array key exists. So what is that? So if we see this one, and if we right click and inspect element, we have a submit parameter here. Okay, so and this method is post. Okay, so this is what they have mentioned there. So what happens is, if there is any value in the submit, and that should be a post method. Okay, so if those two exist, then check if that exists actually, if that exist, or if they just input some empty parameters. Okay, so first we have to check that. So that's what the source code wants. Okay, if that exists, then it also checks this part. Okay, so there is a secret parameter in this post parameter. So once we check this, we will understand. Okay, let's keep some random values. Okay, and hit enter. Okay, hit submit. So it's going through the network. Okay, so it says wrong secret. Okay, so if we check in the burp, there is a post request here, and here we can see the response. Okay, okay, so what happens in this source? Let me minimize a bit. Okay, so here let's send it to repeater. You can see better here. Okay, so in this post request there is this submit parameter. Okay, and in this submit parameter, along with this, there is something called a secret. Okay, this is what that source code is checking. Okay, let's say we have inputted some secret ASDF. Okay, and that ASDF is being sent to this function. Okay, and this function takes this secret, and first it base 64 encodes, and then this function is called a string reverse. Okay, this is a standard function. What it does is it reverses this string, whichever exists. Okay, and then bin to hex. I mean, it has some binary value. Okay, the whole binary value is being transferred to hex value. Okay, that is called bin to hex. Okay, so we have to do the reverse process. First we have to change this to from hex to bin. Okay, and then we have to string reverse, and then we have to base 64 decode. Okay, all this we can do using cyberchef. Okay, let's enter cyberchef. All right, you can do the reverse process, and there is one more thing you can do. You can, if you know this code, you can simply decode this code. Okay, this is being turned from hex to bin, so we can do some reverse process like hex to ASCII. Okay, so we'll see how it does. Hex to ASCII, we'll just copy this content. Okay, and let's try to decode, convert. So there is some content here. Okay, and the next thing we need to do is string reverse. Okay, so you can, there is a website called stringfunctions.com/reverse.aspx. Okay, so what this does is it just reverses the operation. Okay, so here I am trying to reverse this. Okay, everything has been reversed. Okay, just to show you a little bit bigger. Okay, so this content I have copied from here. Okay, and then I'm just reversing this process. Since this is base 64, I can directly decode it using terminal. Okay, so I'll just say echo, and then in this quotations I'll just enter this value and pipe it to base 64 hyphen decode. Okay, so we have some value here. Okay, so what is this value? This is the secret which is decoded. Okay, which is completely decoded. First we have converted it from hex to ASCII, and then string reverse, and then base 64 decode. Okay, not encode. So if we take that value, this value, and if we input it here, we should get the answer. Okay, so this is one way, and we can also do the same thing using CyberChef. Okay, so just type ASCII or else hex, from hex. Okay, from hex we'll just input this value. Okay, we have some value here. Okay, so just to make it a little bit bigger for you. All right, so let's see. We have done the hex part. Let's see reverse. Yeah, we have a reverse operation here. Okay, first it does hex and then it does reverse. Okay, that is done, and then next we need to do is from base 64. Okay, from base 64. Yeah, this is the same thing that we got. Okay, so we can just copy this and enter it here. So using this tool is very user friendly and very handy as well. So try to use this tool whenever possible to use a chain of decoding. Okay, and you can also do it manually like this. Okay, first convert it from hex to ASCII, and then a reverse operation, and then base 64 decode here. Okay, so either way you can do this. All right, once you got the input, once you got the secret, you can just input it here and get the answer. Okay, right, let's save this. Natas 9, Natas 10. We don't have the Natas 10 yet, but we'll get it anyway soon. Right, let's erase this. The key takeaway is, once you get a source code or any hashes or any encoded part in your pen testing, okay, just use that source code to analyze it and just try to decode these values. Okay, and try to understand these functions. Okay, you can simply, if you don't understand what this is, you can just simply ask DuckDuckGo or Google. It just says that it reverse function. Okay, so this function reverses the order of characters in the string. Okay, so just like that, you need to go through each step by each step and try to understand the functions, try to understand the code. Okay, and once you understood it, try to decode it, try to bypass the functions. Okay, try to get the secret codes, etc. All right then, I'll see you guys in the next one.